Alright, what's up guys? This is going to be a quick overview of the top 5 ways that I get customers. This will be a short little sweet video. My name is Ro. I own Curb Appeal out of Tennessee, Chattanooga. We did about 375 clients were serviced this year alone. This was my first full year in business, so I kind of know what I'm talking about when it comes to this. I'm going to start out with door-to-door. Door-to-door was okay for me at the beginning. It's an intruding way of getting customers. It's the reason why it's not very scalable. That's why you see people always posting about pest control companies, always running around the neighborhood and, soliciting their services. But it's not a bad way to get jobs, honestly. Like, you're out in the mud, you're grinding at the beginning. If you don't got a lot of money in your bank, all you got is sweat equity. So all you can do is go out, knock doors, line stuff up. It's a great way if we're super slow, we get out there and we just knock doors. Do a 5 round while we're at a job with the credibility of already servicing a client right beside them. But this is a great way to start out. I just don't think it's very scalable, at least in my market and what our business wants to look like and what our brand wants to look like. Second is going to be yard signs. Yard signs are great. The problem I always see people making mistakes on is they're not branding their yard signs. By putting your logo or your color theme or whatever it is, you don't want it to just say, I made this mistake multiple times. Just pressure washing and the number. Yes, are you going to get jobs? Yes. But you're wasting money on yard signs just to get a direct conversion. Branding's already expensive. You might as well be using the yard signs that you're paying for to end up branding those, and then you're getting brand boost and jobs at the same time. I promise it will help out over time. You won't see it overnight. That's not how branding works, but branding is the image of your business, and you want to build it out with everything you can, and yard signs are not cheap anyways, so you want to make sure that you're spending your money as much as you can and getting as much out of it you can. This is one thing that I've seen that's kind of slept on. Not a lot of people do it. What I see a lot of people actually substitute the local news groups for, or the news channel, the morning news, whatever it may be. I always see them do local events, which is also great. I've just personally never done one before, so I'm not going to put it on this board. Local news channel, I've done this a couple times. We've been on there about twice now. It has been absolutely crazy. So many people are watching the news, or they just got it on. And if you're a young entrepreneur going on there explaining your story and how you can help customers out, help the community out, people really want to support that more than you think. Even if you're not young, going on the news channel is just so much branding and exposure to your local community, especially the people who might be home in the mornings on weekdays. Those are going to be your probably target market for a luxury service like ours, cleaning service. Google is going to be another one. You want to stack as many reviews as you can. Get your technicians, if you have those, sending out review links. Make sure you're sending out review links. Respond to the reviews. Just be super active on Google. Make updates. That's what I mean. But organic is going to be your reviews, post, updates, just like I even personally review places I go to. If I hit the Topgolf, I leave a review. If I eat out somewhere, I leave a review. This is extremely proving to Google that I'm active. It sounds silly, but I promise it's good for your Google. It's also good for your community, so why not? Google local service ads. This is something I caught on really early that's been so great for us. We booked multiple commercial accounts from this that have been multi-$1,000 jobs. We've also booked a lot of residential jobs. The biggest one I can think of residential was $2,000 just from Google local service ads. We paid $50 for that lead. So the good thing about Google local service ads that's different from Facebook ads is you're paying per call or per text message, which means that you're not getting a lot of people who aren't ready to buy, book, or get a quote at least. And a lot of times Google local service ads will credit you that back if it was a poor lead or the lead was out of state or whatever it may be. So it's not like Angie List or whatever it may be. You're not paying for every single lead. You're only paying for qualified leads, which in my experience has been absolutely worth it. $25 to $50, and they're great leads. They're usually people who are ready to buy. A lot of them are my repeat customers now, and a lot of them have been commercial accounts that we made a good bit of money on. Facebook is going to be amazing. This is going into branding, awareness with your community. A lot of people, at least in my community, in the South especially, people are always on Facebook. They're always scrolling. That's what they do when they get home. Or even just Facebook moms is the term. That's the joke right there. So you'll always see that. Facebook's been great with us to grow in the community and show people what we can do, the value you can provide. The method with organic is to not post your business all the time. Like, let your customers see your personal life a little bit. Like, me and my girlfriend go out to eat or we do a family event, I'll post pictures about it because people don't want to just buy because of your service. They're interested in what you're doing too and what kind of person you are. They want to support you. Yes, your services are valued to them, but they also want to support the kind of person you are. You know, there's 5 pressure washers. They want to know who's the best person to support because every single one of them is going to be around the same price, around the same quality, you know, stuff like that. You got to really stand out by being personal. A lot of these guys aren't personal. Paid ads, they've been great to me, but just like door to door, you got to think about this. You know, you're scrolling on Facebook and you see a pressure washing ad or a window washing ad. It's the same as door to door. It's an interruption style of marketing. So you're going to have what I've seen with Facebook ads is have a really good offer or have a really good brand image in your community to make Facebook ads be worth the amount that you're paying, because you are paying a daily rate to make impressions and views. You're not like Google local service ads. You're not paying per lead or per call or whatever it may be. You might pay $100 and have nobody text you, nobody fill out a form, but you will have 10, 20, 30,000 impressions. So don't think about it as money wasted. You just need to refine that Facebook ad. The method with Facebook ads is to make 5 different ads with music and different settings and make them real casual, just selfie style videos, just giving an offer and a call to action. I'll probably make a video more in depth of that because there's a good bit that goes into it to make it convert the best. And you post those on there. You run each one at $10 a day, whichever one does best. You bump it up to whatever budget you can afford or how much ever business you want out of those ads. Honorable mention, I know a lot of people don't like to hear this, word of mouth. They don't understand it at the beginning of business. The big thing is your clients are not only going to need to be repeat clients to build a good business, they're also going to refer you to other clients. Out of all of these methods, the most trusted one is it's going to be if the new beats come out and your buddy is walking up to you and he's like, man, these new beats are awesome. They're on a discount. You need to go buy them right now. Or if you see a Google ad, Facebook ad, it on the news, yard sign, and someone knocks your door for it, you're almost more likely to buy it because your buddy said something about it than all 5 of these. That's because, you know, we love to trust the people that we're around, especially friends and family. And usually friends and family have no intentions of making money off of you. They just want the best for you. That's why word of mouth is so powerful. It's so strong. You're going to need to build word of mouth because you want these clients to be your clients next year. That's how you build a real business. You want them to use you multiple times a year. And you also want them to tell their friends about you and how good of a service you do. And that's really going to build your business up. The last thing I'm going to end off with is Merry Christmas, boys. Hang out with some family, eat some food. I am sitting here making systems for next year. It's just so much is going to go into prepping next year. If you're looking on starting next spring, don't start now, or don't start right now. Don't start next spring. Don't keep saying that. You're going to put it off. Just start right now. Use all these right here, and you will start to get jobs through the door. I promise. Just in a cycle. Do these every day. Every day. Do something to do with these every day. Maybe not the news channel so much, but every single one of these every day is going to benefit your business, especially the things like Google, Facebook, yard signs, and door-to-door. You have no excuse to not be doing any of those. You go to door-to-door, then you have money to do the rest of these, and 2 of these are organic. You can sit on your bedside watching a movie, posting on Google and Facebook, so there's no excuse for that. That is why these are the most used things in this industry, is because, you know, it's just easy. You just sit on your bed and you just post something, and all these are going to help your business out. Just make sure you're doing them multiple times a day, and I'll catch you on the next one.